Hi, well, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to share with you a little bit about what we call MMS, Material Management System, as you can see up here. This handles all of what we call warehousing or stock, inventory, all the purchases you do for the company. Now, we have different variations of this software. We have some made for commissary, if you're a restaurant style, or a commissary or a distribution center. Right now I'm going to show you just a general overview, and we'll have other videos that will share more detail about a particular area or particular vertical, okay? But for now, it's Material Management System. And right now, I'll just click Proceed. I've already logged in, okay? I'll ask for a username and password like normal. So I'll just click what we normally, which is AA. If my username is AA, for example, to make something simple. And from left to right, you see there's an item list on the far top. You can click F1 for the shortcut key. If I click the master list, as you can see here, this shares with you basically all the stock items that you got in your inventory. Now, this resembles a little bit of a stock card. You see all your items just listed just like that, okay? So for example, you've got, let's say I choose this particular one. I can either search for it myself, or I can just choose this one. I can double click it, and it brings the relevant data for that particular SKU. As we all know, that's what that is. Okay, so the SKU, you can see, for example, the name of it here in this example is gang switch cover, okay, for electrical, obviously. And you can have a description here as well. You can also itemize or organize it by category. You can set up your own category. So for example, this is aircon supply, this is certain locations for regarding, okay? And you can set that up yourself. If you are using a generic name, though, this more is an example. If you are using, let's say, pharmaceutical drugs. On pharmaceutical drugs, you've got a name of it, say Tylenol, and you have another generic name for that as well. So that's one way you can use it, because we have a lot of clients who are in the pharmaceutical industry who use this software. We got also main category, this particular SKU, what category is it under? Okay, now you can set up your own categories. What I have there, these examples, may not be applicable to you, but make up your own. And then you've got the brand. Let's say the brand that it comes to, right? I have an empty list, but you can enter your own brand name, such as Sony or Toyota or whatever it might be, okay? And then type, we have right now the choice here is outright, okay? So that means these are products or SKU that you buy for your warehouse or for your business to resell, okay? You own these things. The other choice is consignment. Now I don't have that module with me, we could talk about it in another video, but the consignment is if other businesses actually just put it on display in your warehouse or your store, you haven't purchased it, only when you sell it does it become your asset for a revenue, okay? So moving forward, you've got here the unit cost. The unit cost, of course, is the price per piece or per box, because you can set up your own unit. As you can see here at the very bottom, you got what we call the units. I'll just click it here, the little pull-down menu. You got by kilogram, by bag, by roll, by switch, by case. It's up to you how you actually organize this. Then we also have here what we call the SUPALU. SU for sales unit, PU for purchase unit, LU is for loose unit, as you can see here. This has the ability to, for example, if you sell, let's say in this particular case, a gang switch cover. Now the gang switch cover is for electrical, right? So you might have 24 in a package, okay? That's actually what we call your sales unit. There's 24 in a package, and you sell it in packages of 24. But sometimes stores will sell that loose unit, LU, the SUPALU, the LU of the SUPALU. What that is, it means you break open the 24 packages, 24 gang switch covers in a package. You sell piece by piece. That's LU. And on the LU, so if you sell 4 of them, you've only have 21 left. It's a 25 package setup, because you don't always sell everything as a package. Now the PU is your purchase unit. On the purchase unit, that enables you don't buy in 25 packages. Those 25 come in packages, let's say 10 of 25 packages. So that's 250 pieces in a box. So your PU would be a box. So what you would do here is you click this little button here and you set up what we call your factor. Your factor allows you to put, let's say, how many, there's 25, there's 10 in a box. So you put 10 in a box, and that's how you would set up your SUPALU, the SUPULU. So if you sold 10 packages of 25 or you sold 5 individual pieces, it'll let you know how much you have in stock. Otherwise, in a lot of other inventory software that I've seen in the industry, and some of you know there's some of the really big name brand ones, you actually have to keep the different SKUs to keep this organized. You have an SKU for the per piece, an SKU for the per package, and an SKU for the per box. I know you know what I'm talking about because that's what you have to do now. In our system, we've already covered that to make sure that we made it more user-friendly for you. You sell how you sell, let the software do all the work in calculating what was sold and what you need to purchase. So you also have here the unit cost. You got, for example, discount 1, discount 2, and retail price. What do you normally sell this for? The deal, what you see here is an example. This varies from industry to industry. In the pharmaceutical industry, and I hope you don't mind me using that as an example, it's the only one I can think of at the moment. In the pharmaceutical industries, they offer, for example, to the drugstores or to the distributors, such as you buy 5 pieces and you get 1 free. You buy 10, you get 2 free. Those are called deals. So that lowers your average piece price. But, you know, that's how they do it. Now, that's what you would put to buy 5, get 1, so 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 10 plus 2. That's what you place there is your discount. Now, you also have wholesale price. You can use your MMS as a wholesale distribution software as well. So you don't only sell retail, but you sell to other wholesalers who will resell it for their retail sector, for their retail market. Now you become a wholesaler. That makes you a distributor. That's why you have a wholesale pricing functionality here. You put your price per piece, per box, per whatever unit you're going to use, as well as the deal. You might have your own deal to them. 5 plus 1, 10 plus 2, whatever it might be. And you got your retail net price, your wholesale net price to your distributor. On top of that, you've got here your branch. Now, let's say you own a business that has 5 different outlets, okay? Now, not all your SKUs will service all different 5 outlets, right? It might only service 3 of them. The other 2 have different kinds of products in there. If that's the case, then this basically is you can actually set up this particular SKU are for particular departments only. You just click plus and it's there. These will not be available for the other units, the other branches. Okay, you can also place a supplier. Where do you get these SKUs from? On the SKU side, you might buy them from different suppliers. As you can see in my example here, all your suppliers for this particular one. It even lists down your last price you bought it from them, your RR price, and what you last bought from them. So your 10 quantity, your dates, and also the unit cost itself at that time. So you can easily see what is the best supplier to get it from at that given time, because you know suppliers, they're changing the pricing all the time. Okay. You also have here the lot number. What is that for? On the lot number, if you're taking an item, if you're buying items or in the business of consumables that have expiration dates, this is what you utilize. It has lot and expiry dates. So lot number, batch number, like in pharmaceutical, and you can put the quantity, so you can keep track of that for you as well. Usually this is easily done if you use barcodes. Okay, this also is barcode gun friendly. So also you have here other information. I'm going to skip a little bit forward. I'm going to go into great detail. As I said, this is a general overview. You have a picture of the item itself, of the SKU, because sometimes there's different variations of them, different descriptions that seem very similar, but different colors, different sizes and shapes. You even have a barcode functionality here as well. So if you want to say, for example, for this exam or for this test, I can show you my name. My name is George, and this is my barcode sticker that you can print in the system. So you don't need a third-party software. You buy a barcode printer, connect it to the system, and you can print it individually here. Okay. This also has here the minimum maximum functionality. So if you have this particular SKU, you don't want anything more than 15, or let's go more realistic, 500, but you do not want to go below minimum of 30. And then if you go below 30, as you are using items up, you can reorder it automatically. It'll prepare your default reorder, let's say at 150. So meaning, if you go below 30, it'll recommend to you to buy 150 more. It'll also not allow you to go past 500. If you do go past 500, it's going to audit trail you to make sure that who was the user. If it was you who authorized it, then you'll be liable if you made a mistake, or if you will be congratulated if you allowed to go over 500. You also have here, of course, your width, depth, height. This is beneficial if you're doing a lot of shipping. We can connect this also to maybe some local couriers that there's pricing already set up for your shipping, as well as your location functionality. What row, what shelf, what bin is this particular SKU located in, as well as it has a secondary location as well. If that location is full, it'll let you know where you can put the second option B location. That's where you set this up as well. Okay, that's a great functionality. Also, as well as you've got a built-in stock card. This stock card allows you to see basically, like in any kind of manual process, you get little index cards, so you can easily see it that way. So you can see all the movement of your stocks, as well as your item price history. You can see the item price history over the course of last year, last month, last 2 years, at the price you bought it at and the price you sold it at. So you can see trends. This is connected also to our dashboard, so you can see graphs and how that was purchased and bought, and you can have a better presentation for your management, or if you are the owner, you can see visually how that's being done. If you're a wholesaler, it has the ability here to have an A price wholesale client, a B, C, D, E. This is built on your criteria. The criteria can be based on the amount of purchases they're buying from you, or it could be any kind of criteria. So it's really up to you. You also have here the function to export your item list, because people do that all the time. You export your data to an Excel spreadsheet so you can see it in a format that you're more used to seeing it in. Okay, moving forward, we have here a PR. PR is your purchase requisition. So all departments would be requisitioning items that are short in stock and you need them. So it's not just being approved. So if I make a purchase requisition, this will be automatically filed under what we call the approval. If I click this upper right hand button here, like you see here, as you can see, and I can click this to load PR transactions. As you will see here, this has all the purchase requisitions that are up for approval. Now this approval functionality, there are a status functionality, so 0 of 2. That means there are 2 approvers required to approve this, but none of them have been approved yet. So it means as the owner, as you are, you can look at this and say, you know what, why has no one approved this? Or maybe 1 of 2, meaning one person approved it, the second layer has not approved it yet. It just goes up the chain of command in your authorized signatories who's allowed to approve it, okay? As you can see, here's the status here as well. No PO yet. The priority is no. There's a yes priority. If you can tag items as high priority, meaning you better give this 100% attention, otherwise it's mission critical or it's business critical to get these approved. Otherwise, something will definitely suffer. If it's not a priority, then leave it under the no functionality. Okay? You can hear also by these little colored little descriptions, these are actually little buttons. So for example, I can say orange, no approval yet. If it's orange, meaning there's been no approval yet of this particular one. Same thing for pending approvals, which is the color green. You'll see that there. So you can see how user-friendly dashboard that you've got. You can see what's been approved already. You can see what's been disapproved. And you can see what's been reassessed, meaning as the purchaser or the approver, you've seen people get pricing from different suppliers. It's been approved, but it's been to your level, you don't like it, the price is too high, you can always reassess it, meaning get better pricing for us. What PRs have been canceled as well. Now once it's approved, this will actually go to your PO, which goes through the same PO approval process.